So the first thing we want to do is dip a taco shell in some cake mix. We're going to start with 2 eggs in our Doritos bag. Next, we're going to add a little bit of milk.
Tik Tok cooking, a phrase that would make a Navy SEAL pee their pants. Now, we've seen our fair share of, not so great cooking on this channel, but it seems like TikTok has the unique ability to always one-up what we've seen. And, well, today is no exception. Now, we looked at the TikTok account, Silly Girl, a few months ago, and I decided to go check on them, see how they're doing, and that might have been a mistake. You see, I really thought during the last video that this account was just some sort of joke, that they weren't really making these recipes to be serious, that it was just kind of a satirical account. But the fact that months later they are still continuing with the same kinds of recipes does not really help with that theory. Either that, or they're just extremely dedicated to making terrifying recipes. Don't know which one would be worse. But we did not come here to discuss the logistics of a TikTok cooking account. We're here to watch things that scare us enter an oven. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
We're going to start by grating the frozen chicken breast.
It's never a good sign when you are literally not even 2 seconds into a video and they're already doing something like grating a chicken breast. I can safely say I have never seen this happen in my entire life. This cannot be a genuine cooking technique, right? Please tell me I'm right.
Flip my chicken around here, and this is what it should look like when you're done. I'm going to take our shredded chicken, and I'm going to transfer it to a bowl. Crack an egg.
If you want to shred a chicken, just shred it.
Salt, a little bit of pepper.
Why are we grating it?
Italian seasoning, and a little bit of garlic powder. And I'm also going to add a little bit of breadcrumbs. Now we're going to mix all this together. Once you're done mixing, you want to mold it together almost like a hamburger patty. Now take some saran wrap. Place it over your bowl. We want to place that inside our bowl.
One thing you can guarantee if you're following a recipe off of TikTok is that you are going to go through about 17 unnecessary steps to make something that could have been made in about 5 minutes. I cannot think of a single use you would have for this recipe if you need a whole bowl for one patty. You're going to use every bowl you have in your house trying to make enough food to feed a family.
Now we're going to take our chicken and we're going to place it into our bowl. You want to mold that to the bowl. Now we're going to fold over the saran wrap and do each side. Flip it over this way, nice and tight. Now once that's wrapped, we want to place it into the freezer for about an hour.
I like how she wore gloves, presumably to not have to touch the raw chicken directly, and then proceeds to touch every single thing in her kitchen without taking off the gloves. Really not doing much for yourself.
All right, let's see if we can unwrap this thing. Oh. Just gonna unravel the rest here. Place that into our flour, nice and gentle. I'm gonna coat that
completely.
Just
1 serving.
All right, goes into our egg now. I wanna cover it all up. Now it goes into our breadcrumbs. There we go. All right, let's give it a nice flip again. Now we're gonna pop this into the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. Okay, so it's actually been about 30 minutes. Let's take a look. Whoa!
So basically you've managed to make breadcrumb coated chicken in about 400 extra steps. I mean, seriously, what is it with these life hack and cooking hack channels always trying to trick you into thinking their way is less work? It is literally always more effort to use their methods.
Wow! All right, we're just gonna cut this in half now. Oh, that's cutting nice and smooth. Nice and slow. All right, you ready? That looks just like bread. All right, I'm gonna grab some mayo here. There we go. Now we're gonna place some burgers. Now we're gonna place some cheese. I'm gonna place another burger. I'm gonna place a little bit of ketchup. One more layer of cheese. We're gonna add some crispy bacon. And to top it off, our burger bun. There you go. Look at that.
You know what? I don't want to. I don't like what I'm seeing, quite frankly. You have just created a monster. I thought we were making a vessel for some sort of sauce, some sort of basic chicken meal, and you mean to tell me you have created a hamburger bun out of chicken? Is this legal? Because it shouldn't be. At least not doing it this way.
So we're going to start with the block of Velveeta cheese.
You just know if you're on a social media site and you're watching a cooking video and a block of Velveeta cheese gets thrown into the mix, it's not going to end well.
We're going to add some macaroni noodles. Add about halfway up the cheese. Now we're going to add some heavy whipping cream. You just want to use enough to cover the noodles. That's enough right there. Now we're going to add some freshly grated Monterey Jack cheese. And last little bit right here. Make that nice and even. Now we're going to add about 1 cup of water. It's gonna help our noodles cook. Now I'm gonna add some mozzarella cheese. Now we're gonna place this into the oven at 375 for 30 minutes.
What is with these channels and being so adamantly against cooking pasta in the traditional way? I mean, this looks fine, except for the fact that you just didn't at least kind of cook the pasta before you put it in. I mean, fine is kind of a gracious term, I will admit. There's enough cheese in this dish to kill a large horse, but you know.
Why are we doing this to ourselves?